Welcome to Maz Media, and this is a quick breakdown of the entire movie of Deadpool and Wolverine. And before I start, spoiler warning. So the movie opens with Deadpool in a dire situation because his world is dying, because the anchor being of his universe is dead, who happens to be the Wolverine from the movie Logan. What's an anchor being? Well, it's basically an entity of vital importance that when they die, their universe starts to fade away in a couple thousand years. But for Deadpool, it won't take 1,000 years for his universe to die, because Mr. Paradox wants to speed things up. Basically, Mr. Paradox is so evil that he won't even hesitate to kill billions. So he offers Deadpool a chance to join the sacred timeline, aka Earth 616, but Deadpool refuses to let his world die and looks for alternatives. And that's when we see a montage of Deadpool going to different universes, looking for the perfect Wolverine to replace his universe's Logan. And here we see some of those different Wolverines, including a Patch Wolverine, a John Byrne suit Wolverine, who was fighting the Hulk, and we see Henry Cavill as one of the Wolverines. Soon, Deadpool finds this variant of Wolverine, who has basically given up on everything, and Deadpool teams up with him to save Deadpool's timeline. They both get thrown into the void by Mr. Paradox, since they both pose a threat to his plans. And there, Deadpool and Wolverine meet Johnny Storm, played by Chris Evans himself. Chris Evans, of course, played the role of Johnny Storm, aka Human Torch, in 2005 Fantastic Four and 2007 Fantastic Four. Deadpool initially thought it was Captain America, but as soon as Deadpool thinks he's about to say Avengers Assemble, he says Flame On, and that's when Deadpool realized this is Human Torch and not Captain America. All three of them then get captured by the henchmen of Cassandra Nova, who rules everything inside the void. Then, we get taken to Cassandra Nova's compound, which is located inside a giant man's corpse. And here, we learn that Cassandra has been trying to catch Johnny Storm for years. Soon, Cassandra literally absorbs the skin of Johnny Storm, leaving only his flesh and bones, which drop dead on the ground. And that's the end of this variant of Human Torch. Deadpool and Logan escape the compound, and they meet Dogpool and Nicepool. They fight in the Honda, and then they get taken in by X-23, who lives in a lair with other forgotten Marvel heroes, including Wesley Snipes as Blade, and some other cool heroes. We also learn that Johnny Storm was part of this group. Soon, Wolverine confesses to Laura that he wears the yellow and blue suit because in his home universe, his Scott Summers, Jean Grey Storm, Beast, all begged him to wear this suit, and he never did. But one day, he left the mansion, and the evil forces of humanity came aboard the X-Men and killed them all. Wolverine continues to wear this suit to remember the team that he was a part of. Later on in the movie, these forgotten heroes attack the compound, plotting to get Juggernaut's helmet off of his head since Magneto is dead and Cassandra melted his helmet. Juggernaut's dome is the one thing that could block the powers of Cassandra. Wolverine lets Cassandra probe into his mind, and she takes him to an astral plane with rows of gravestones representing the X-Men that he let down. But it was actually a distraction, because in this moment, Laura has tossed Juggernaut's helmet up to Deadpool, and they plop it on Cassandra's head. But then Pyro shoots her, so they remove the helmet to allow her to heal, and to thank them, she lets Deadpool and Wolverine escape back to Universe 10005. They return to Deadpool's neighborhood, where Paradox has set up a station with the Time Ripper. Cassandra now plans to use this Time Ripper to destroy universe after universe, so that all that will be left is the Void, and that she could rule over everything as a queen. Deadpool and Wolverine go there to stop Cassandra Nova. Wolverine and Deadpool have to go down to the basement beneath the Time Ripper, where there are columns of matter and antimatter that must be linked together by one person, according to Paradox. Paradox also says that whoever links it will die. Wolverine wants to make the sacrifice play, but Deadpool takes his place. Deadpool fails to stretch one of the column strands to the other side, so Wolverine has to grab his hand to complete the link, shredding off his shirt to reveal his shredded abs. And together, Deadpool and Wolverine fry their bodies and overload the Time Ripper, obliterating Cassandra. Then, Mr. Paradox tries to defend himself to his boss B-15, but right around the corner, alive and well, Deadpool and Wolverine appear. And it's explained that they actually were able to survive because there were two of them handling all of the power. If it were only one of them, they would have been completely destroyed, but since it was two of them, they were able to share it between the two. B15 explains that whatever the two of them did, it boosted the timeline's health so that it is growing faster and better than ever. It was because that this timeline has a new anchor in the form of a renewed Wolverine. And at the end, they're all eating Feige's famous pizza that Wade was eating in the 2016 Deadpool film. And we end with a shot of Deadpool and Wolverine's masks in the foreground. Comment down below with what you loved about this movie. Don't forget to also like and subscribe. Thank you.